I was born in El Salvador. In 1980, we were in a war between the government and the guerrillas. As a wealthy business owner, my mother would send a letter to leave the country within 2 weeks, or she would be killed. She immediately immigrated to the US because her best friend received the same letter and didn't take it seriously and was found decapitated. I will never, ever forget the day I'm sorry. We dropped off my 2 brothers to my grandmother's house, and my sister and I to my aunt's house. My mother kneeled down to kiss me, hug me, and said, "I will be right back," with a soft voice. "Please listen to your sister and your aunt." She left with nothing. At the time, I thought it was the end of the world. I was only 9 years old. I did not see her until I arrived here a year later. She taught me how to be strong, that the survival of family is first, and that you can always work for what you need. Fast forward to 2005, while on maternity leave, I started in direct sales. My mom was a business owner, so I figured, why not? Then in April of 2014, Park Lane called, telling me I came highly recommended. I don't know why. I said the only way I would even listen is if it was another leader close to me. To my surprise, Michelle Zito lived only a few miles away. I told Kathy, "I'll get back to you." She said, "What are you doing this Saturday at 4 p.m.? Well, guess who was knocking at my door at 4 p.m.? She showed my husband and I everything. It was unbelievable. I guess my husband couldn't contain himself and blurted out, "If you don't join, I will." I'm like, "Shh, don't tell Kathy." He said, "Baby, I can see you up on stage." Yay. Earning everything, especially that Mercedes that you've always wanted so bad, and trips. Every time I earn my first trip, he always says, "You earned mine, now you gotta work on yours." Well, guess what? I earned my Mercedes in 5 months and 2 trips to Paris. Since joining, I have earned 12 trips. But on our Switzerland trip, I told my Park Lane sisters that I wasn't working on earning Greece. And they said, "You still have time." I saw it as a challenge, and I set my mind to it. That was March. On May 19th, while competing on a 5K Mun run, I should have listened to Michelle. I didn't. I fell and shattered my ankle. I had a show that night with one of the gym girls. And I told her, "I'm good. I'm just you to wrap it up. I'll be right back, and I'll be at your show. Don't cancel." At the emergency room, the extras showed that I'd broken my ankle in 3 places. I literally cried like a baby because I didn't believe it was this serious. I thought I just sprained it. I now have a plate, a torn ligament, and over 11 screws. My trip to Greece was delayed. I thought of ways of getting people to come to me, and what better way than a broken ankle? Then the unthinkable happened. Never would I have thought. Teller pulled my name the last week of the trip giveaways. Yeah. I thought I was dreaming from all my pain meds when Scott Levine called. I said, who is this? I really did. He said, I'll blame it on the meds. Telling me I had won a trip to Greece. He said in a very calm voice, fix your hair, put some makeup on, and throw some jewelry on, and go live. So I did. But when I was at the live show on Facebook, I told everyone that I had won a trip to St. Thomas. I was mortified. I'm like, oh my God, and I didn't even know until I watched the replay. So now I really had to earn my next trip, because I always earned 2 and I was working on 1. So I stayed very positive and grateful. I told Michelle I didn't understand how many people wanted to help me before I broke my ankle. Without me asking, she tells me, you're living the secret. I knew that it was a book that I was supposed to read. I need to read a little more. Then my gym girls came to visit. Rosa Hitzel, whom is now in my team, started discussing the law of attraction. She said there's a movie of The Secret. I watched it, and it opened up a whole new world for me. I felt I believed in myself more. I believed in Park Lane more than ever. I made consistency my priority. By the end of May, I knew I had my second trip. I am now taking my oldest daughter to celebrate her 23rd birthday in Greece. This goes to show you to never give up on your goals and dreams. If not for you, for your children, like my mother did. In the end, it's only you against you. Remember that. Be fearless. Be strong. You never know who's watching or whose life you will change. I see you in Greece. Thank you.